That's a clap. Hey everyone, in this episode, I'm gonna just go through our website quickly, show you guys what this is about, because maybe you've seen it. I'm just gonna refresh this real quick, just so it's straight up from the beginning. And yeah, this is basically the business that we have been building around our band and our lifestyle. And I'm excited to share with you guys as it loads. We're having a little coffee here this morning. This is a little painting I did when I was a kid, and I think my dad scanned it or someone scanned it, probably my dad. And it's just a reminder, be in a flow state. So I'm sure there's a little car there, a little van, clouds, trees, nature, back to the roots. So the name of the website, the domain name is Hazando.love, and this started from where it all began. This is not the version that we have published right now, actually. So I'm just gonna wait till this one loads. And yeah, as I said, I'm excited to show you guys. Almost there, almost. What this is all about. And I guess before we start, I want to take a minute to say thank you to the people that have been helping us in our journey, our friends, family, and our community, pretty much, that have been there, giving us love and giving us their own gifts as well, because we're not the only ones just sharing our gifts. Everyone's just kind of entering this flow state, entering this kind of like the turtles in Finding Nemo. Just we're all in this channel of flowing energy, and it's lovely to see everyone just in their own jam, doing their thing. It's so lovely. So yeah, thanks to our sponsors, thanks to our community, which is the people who go and support our music. Thanks to you for listening to this, and we're about to go into this website thing. Is just taking a little longer than expected to load, but we'll get there sure enough. I guess while we wait, we can do a little vocal activation, if I may. I'm gonna put my headphones just to see, make sure nothing feedbacks. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so it loaded already. All right, so let's get to it. Now, this is the main page, as you can see. Oh, preview. I have to click preview here. Come on, please work. Let's go. You can do it, baby. Okay, there we go. This is our homepage. Welcome. This is an old video compilation. I just put in there a bunch of footage that I took. So, first things first, Vancouver, Baja, available for select projects and tours. The live content engine. I'm going to explain what all of these is in a little bit. And it says, one unforgettable experience. Keywords. Experience becomes weeks of content your audience actually wants to watch. And I think I'm going to switch this word content, because really what we're creating is assets. From one experience, we create weeks of content and assets, digital assets that your audience actually wants to watch. Okay, so Hazando Creative turns real experiences into marketing assets. There we go. Films, photography, vertical videos, ready to publish content campaigns through our signature process, the live content engine. So what's this thing? What's the live content engine? You can click the button, design your first live content engine, and see the work, see what we do. So what's the live content engine? Every live content engine includes a system designed to prepare your brand, capture the experience, and turn the momentum into lasting visibility, relationships, and business growth. So now, obviously, there's all these technology, all this AI, all this digital, social media, all that, and people are all over the internet. Everyone's on their phone, everyone's in the internet. So people are now craving good, like, physical touch. They're craving this live experiences, which is what we're seeing right now. People are going to this workshops or this festivals, or people are going to events where they can dance or going out to dance. And with the boom of all these experiences that are happening right now, there's one thing that happens, which I don't like to use the word problem, but definitely is an issue, because these beautiful experiences, first of all, are only experienced by the people that are present there. So most rooms have a limited amount of people that they can get into. but also after that, the experience just goes away. Like the experience finishes, and some experiences are so powerful. So what happens to the people that want to tap into the energy of the event that happened, right? We just went to this festival, 4-day festival, and it was a beautiful experience, and there were so many things that happened. But there's also something very powerful about going back to your notes or going back to memories of what happened and just tapping into it. But if we had the ability to go back to that event, then that would help us to reconnect to that event, and it helps our neural pathways to develop and develop more, right? To be grounded and like centered in this experience, right? So what's this live content engine thing? Well, people want to live their lives, right? People on one side, people understand that there's content and social media and that it's important to grow that because nobody wants to work a job anymore. Like nobody really wants to go to work anymore. They all want their own personal brands, and they want to connect with their tribe. They want to connect with their people, which they would probably find through social media, right? Because that's where you can find all over the world, right? Unless you just walk around your neighborhood or travel a lot. But people understand that it's important to have this social media presence, but at the same time, people want to live their lives and not be on their phone all the time. So with that comes the live streaming. You know, people just press the button, live record their live, and it just you're documenting your life already without having to just kind of like think about the frame or think about pressing record or even like having storage in your phone. So people are just opting for live streams, and it's something pretty recent, not recent, but it's starting to be more popular, and it's still on the come up. So the live content engine specifically, what this is the ability to capture the essence of your brand and the experience that you're providing, and not only sharing it with people digitally while it's happening live, so people can also tap into that event, tap into that experience, tap into that workshop that you're doing, whatever it is. Maybe you want to do a 10K run and you're preparing for it, and you want someone to document the whole thing, right? And then there you go. You get the live content engine, and it gets shared with people digitally, so people can be on that run with you, supporting you in real time. Um, but also, but also, not only you get the not only you get the live stream experience while it's happening, but also when it finishes, let's say we do a 10K run. I don't know how long it takes, probably like an hour and 20 minutes, an hour 30, wherever you're at. But let's say we record for that whole 2 hours of running. Then you have 2 hours of a video, which is all you running, and that's a long form video. That's what's called a long form video, which you can post on YouTube, or you can post on Rumble, or you can post on all these platforms that are starting to stretch their view time. But it doesn't stop there. Once you have that long form video, then we have all these tools that allow us to clip these long form videos into short form videos. So then people can watch this little clips of the highlights of your run, right? So people who see this short clips will say, "Hey, this I like this little clip. I like this little energy that this person has in this little clip. I might go watch the whole thing, right? I might go subscribe to their channel." And there's a whole host of assets that come with the live content engine. These are just the most obvious examples, right? Because it all comes from the live stream. But then if you're doing music, for example, if you're doing a music event and you are going to play there, you hire a live content engine. Your set gets recorded in a video live stream format, but also it gets recorded in an audio format. So you have that whole audio that's professionally recorded, so you can tweak it or do whatever you want with it, right? And now you have an audio file that you can potentially post also on YouTube as a live performance video, or you can grab those clips and mix them if you're into like DJ or putting it into your song or whatever, right? So there's a whole host of assets that come with the live content engine. So I'm gonna move on here and go ahead with who we are. We are a moving, creative ecosystem built around real experiences. So the beauty with this is that you can do it from anywhere, right? Everything is just already set up. Technology just got to that point where we can move around, travel, press record, post, have internet everywhere, and then share it with the world, right? And keep doing ads, keep doing whatever you're doing, moving. So we're a moving creative ecosystem built around real experiences. Hazando Creative brings together artists, founders, venues, local businesses, creators, and communities through traveling live experiences. And this idea came when I walked one time from Tijuana to Ensenada, and I was just walking around and stopping by all these little shops, like this little, I don't know if like not even mom and pop shops, just like very home local businesses. Some of them were very mom and pop. Some of them were a little more resorty, all of it. But I just had this idea of like traveling, and if you travel with this abundance of tools that you can share with people with their business, you can really provide and give a lot to wherever you are, to the communities, because some of these businesses are not even developed to the point where they even have social media or websites. Some of them are just really in the brick and mortar, really in the personal, old school business model. So there's a whole digital business that they can build around their model that's not really being activated. So there's this option too as well, that if your business, in the beginning step, once you book a call with us, the beginning step is you get a discovery and a digital readiness audit. So we see your brand and we see where it's at pretty much, and in the sense of, is it prepared for the digitalized? Is it digitalized basically? Is your brand digitalized? Do you have a website? Do you have a social media? Do you have a system to market your business? Like, do you have a system to content content like a content calendar? Do you have a schedule? Do you have a content strategy? So we basically audit your business, see where it's at. If it needs digitalization, we offer that too. We no business is the same, so it depends on what your business / brand / ambition is, but there's that option as well. So yeah, if depends on where your business is at, is what we'll do. But yeah, we'll get to that point in a little bit further. So we'll listen deeply, recognize what makes each project special, and integrate it into a larger story. Then build the digital systems and media assets that help that story travel further. Yeah, so this is what I was saying. We basically see the business, depends on what business. We listen to you as a business owner and see what your business is about, and then we integrate it into our ecosystem, right? And we build the digital systems around it based on what you need. So we're not here just to make viral videos, hooks, just to grab people's attention and get likes and views in a robotic way. We're actually building human relationships here based on your business and based on what your actual ideal customer is. We're trying to get you to find your people, through your business. There's always a symbiotic relationship that works, right? That just makes it, that is a give and works. So we're here to help you find it through expressing your voice. We want to activate and liberate your voice as a human first, and as a business mostly. We create the conditions for meaningful people, places, and ideas to meet and make sure the value continues long after the event ends. So what we're doing here is we creating containers so the right people come, and then we create this environment that highlights your business and highlights the good parts of your business. So then we have something that we can record and we can do a live stream. If you don't have an event already happening, right? And then once we have that meetup where we meet and this event takes place, then we record that, and then we make sure that energy is captured and then it's distributed outwardly. And then whatever content works, then we just go see where we're at from there. We might just put money in some specific ad, or whatever works best for your business. We want to activate that digital part of the business. Who do we serve? So these are some of the businesses that we are currently open to work with, and I'm gonna just name them: boutique hospitality and unique stays. These count a little bit as our, like, a venue, if you are a boutique hotel boutique or hospitality, or you have like an Airbnb or a property, or even a venue, right? You can be part of this ecosystem with us, this project, because the experiences that we built are created in real places, in the real world, out there in the physical world. So for property founders who create spaces that breathe, offering guests more than just a room but a cinematic sanctuary of story and presence. We want to work with brands and types of businesses that we actually resonate with, and that we believe that are doing good in the world. So we also want to give our energy to these places that care for people, all these spa, wellness, sauna, and it all connects. We also have retreat and wellness spaces. How many of these yoga retreats or health retreats, wellness retreats happen, and they're so beautiful. You make so many good connections, but then it just ends, and you just kind of have a couple pictures to go back to, or you wish you could remember what you were taught back then, right? Maybe you're craving for a WhatsApp group to connect with the people that you saw at that festival or that workshop. All these things that help the brand to continue flourishing in a prolonged timeline. Festivals, cultural events, movement and community spaces, musicians and creative entrepreneurs, experience-driven brands, all these things. So let's say you're a musician and you have a gig coming up and you're excited for this gig, but it's just you. It's just you, your little guitar, and you might invite some friends through your Instagram, or you might be shy about it. You might be nervous because you're by yourself. So we also we're musicians as well. We play music, so we know how that's like, and we also wanna give back to our music brothers and sisters. So you have this gig, but then how do I promote it? How should I promote it? I don't even know. Is people gonna show up that day? So how am I gonna set up the camera to record myself? So we are here to help you to sort all these questions out. And experience driven brands, whatever. Maybe you're an influencer and you wanna, maybe that, like that example of the running, right? Maybe you have this experience that you're about to dive into, but you don't know, like, you want to record it, right? So that's there too. Core principles: we understand the room, We look beyond the camera angle to understand the people, place, collaborators, and possibilities surrounding the experience. We build ecosystem, not isolated content. Artists, venues, local businesses, creators, communities can become part of one connected story. We leave you with an engine. The experience ends, but the media, relationships, and publishing momentum continue working. So you'll end up with a whole publishing strategy, whole publishing plan too, with all the assets that we make. How we work, well, basically how the process is we make a call, just like a discovery call. We talk to you, see if we can help you. You know, you might this we might not like this might not be for you. So we make this call to see if like what you're up to, what your business, what are your goals, and see if we can help. And then we start planning if you're fit for us, or if we're fit for you. We start planning the experience. We design the concept, we capture it, and we basically make the plan, and the capturing comes after. Then, after we design the experience, which is the event, if you don't have one, and then we basically get into the nitty gritty of all this, and then there comes the actual capturing where we do the live stream, we do the video recordings and all that live. And then after that comes a process that this from 1 to 3, this is we're co-creating this because it's kind of like the nurturing state. You know more about your business than we do, so it's kind of we co-create this together. And then comes a point where from all these footage that we captured, we transform that into all the assets that you're gonna use for your brand. So basically, this from 3 to 4, we're increasing the value of your brand. We're increasing the value of your business because we are creating assets, long lasting assets. You know, one YouTube video, that's one live stream. One live stream that, let's say, it's 2 hour long. That can become 3 YouTube videos or 4 YouTube videos or even more. That's like 20-minute videos, whatever that is. And those 20-minute videos can make you a lot of money for a long time, you know. One YouTube video, if done right, can make you more money than you're making per, I don't know, even per year, if it gets very vital, you know, and in one a 9 to 5 typical job. But yeah, basically we're creating assets for you and your brand here, and we transform it into all these short clips, into maybe a newsletter, into content. We transform it into maybe audio files. We maybe make digital products for you, and it's everything. All of this is just in the flow state. So it's all made with actual intention. None of this is just to make money, right? We are making this to help to people free themselves and be more in the flow state, be more doing what they love, right? Because as I said, not a lot of people want to be working at 9 to 5 right now. This It's good to help, and you might like your job, but people ultimately want freedom, and our bodies are designed to follow different types of cycles, not so many cycles that are how they're built right now. You know, I've been there, and I know how it feels like to not wake up when you want, and to, you know, just follow orders. But I'm not gonna get into it right now. And then there's the delivery part where we make an organized library where there's Google Drive or something that works for you. If you want a hard drive, we can also send that to you. If you're one of those people that like the hard drives. And this is me, just a little introduction. I'm Andoni, cool dude, musician, creative producer, working between Vancouver and Baja. So I'm originally from Tijuana. I live in Vancouver right now. I grew up documenting experiences. My dad always grew up with the camera, so I've always been kind of comfortable with it, with being on camera. I've always been playing drums since I'm a little kid, and my dad was a singer, guitar player too. So I was usually having some sort of guitar in my hands. I like music, producing. I've always loved creating gatherings, like bringing friends over to my house on my birthday when I was a kid, or just gathering people in my home, or doing parties as I grew up, you know, connecting artists. I always love that. Brands, communities. I believe most powerful content being with something real. Begins with something real. Yeah, so basically that's me. Me Andoni. This button's not working yet, but I'm gonna see where I connect this to so you can meet up, maybe my Instagram. Let's design your first live content. And once you click book your call, this is gonna take you to the booking area, booking part of the website where you can basically just hop in a Zoom with me and just have a chat. Really, it's really no commitment. It's just a chat. You might leave the chat with learning more about your business or your idea. Even if you don't have a business yet and you're not making money, but you really want to have this idea. Maybe you want to start a clothing brand. Maybe you want to start like this dog walking. Maybe you want to start like painting, so, like doing your water paint thing or whatever, right? You just have like an idea but don't know how to connect it and make it into this blueprint. Well, just let's just chat. It's not nothing to worry about. No pressure. We're here just chilling. So see it in action. I've recorded some Tasavoor live gigs that we'll be posting here soon. Some sound bowls too that we'll be posting here. Some Squamish gigs that we're gonna have this weekend. I'll record that. And yeah, that's pretty much what it is. The website and the business. So I wanted to share with you guys. I've been working on this. It's just a compilation of things that got lead to this point, and now I'm gonna leave it all to you to comment here and tell me what's something that you want to create. Like what's just put keywords. Like do like a data dump as if you were talking to ChatGPT and you're like, okay, this is my idea, and just like flow in the comments and just do like this data dump. And I would love to just see it. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna read them, and then I might just write stuff down or add it to my AI buddy, and then kind of like pitch idea so it can connect to our thing. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you all. Thank you for listening. This is Andoni live from the studio, and I'll see you on the next one. Much love. Like and subscribe.